Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Unconventional Attorney Podcast. I am your host, Christopher Small, and I'm super pumped and excited to be here with you. You know, this show is all about starting and building and creating law firms and other businesses, I guess. If you're here and you're not a law firm owner, that's okay. But doing it in a way that incorporates traditional business practices, modern marketing platforms, and an anti-fragile or fragile mindset. So, welcome. This is actually episode 2. I'm not going to be calling out the episode number every time because I don't want to have to keep remembering them, but this one's easy because it's number 2. And I'm super excited to be here talking to you. It's like 11:09 p.m. I'm sitting in my office. I'm actually working on sort of the finishing touches of the release of the unconventionalattorney.com. It's not even live yet at the time I'm recording this. It's going live on Saturday, technically. Today's Wednesday night. But I am trying to get into the habit, and I'm going to get into the habit again, of talking about things when they pop up, but making an effort to go deeper on them and talk a little bit more about them. And what's cool, what I love about this new platform that I'm doing, that I've created, is that I get to talk about things that are 100% business related and success related, but aren't like just strategy, nuts and bolts type of stuff. Because it really is this unconventional aspect of the way that I approach business and life that I think makes a difference in the success of my law firm. And I think it can make the difference in the success of your law firm too. Before I dive in, though, to what I want to talk about, I wanted to remind you about the contest that I'm running for my 10 pack of my most influential books. I'm going to do a random drawing. The way that you enter the drawing is to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Okay, you got to do both. I don't even know if I can, honestly, okay, so the truth, I don't even know if I can tell if you're a subscriber or not. I'm going to have to take your word for it that if you leave a review, you've also subscribed. But why would you not want to subscribe and then miss an episode? Because this stuff is going to be legit baller. The other thing that I would love for you to do, and once this contest is over, that's going to be my payment for each episode, is if you are friends with an attorney, if you're friends with a law firm owner, tell them about this podcast. Tell them to go check it out. Tell them to go subscribe. Tell them to go leave a review. Tell them to go do whatever. You know, these are things that everyone needs to know. One of the reasons that I am sort of unconventional in the way that I approach my stuff is that I just share it all. I tell everybody everything. I feel like, in the words of Gary Vaynerchuk, you know, the way to build the tallest building in town is not to tear down all the other buildings. It's just to build the biggest building. I'm okay with you guys knowing what I do because I think most of you aren't going to do it, quite frankly, even though it's not difficult. And we're going to talk, by the way, which goes directly into what we're talking about today. Okay, but please go leave a review. Please subscribe. You're not going to want to miss this. I can already feel that this is different than any of the other stuff that I've done before, and it's just going to be killer. And over time, it's just going to get better, and you're going to want to be a part of this. Okay, so this is a movement. Really, it's going to be. So stick around and don't drift away because you didn't subscribe, like an idiot. All right. So what I want to talk about today is something that actually it popped up. It's popped up now in podcasts that I've been listening to several times, probably 3, 4, 5 times in like the last week or two, which is strange. And there's this. I Googled what this effect is. You know, when you hear something once, then you start to hear it all over the place. When you think about a car that you want to buy, you start seeing that car all over the place. There's a term for it that I don't even know how to pronounce. I guess it's a person. But a little bit of additional research showed me or suggested that this term itself was just made up by like some internet people. So I don't know what it is. But I think we've all experienced that. If you haven't, then just do me a favor and think about something, and then you're going to see it everywhere. Or if you hear something that really sort of grasps your attention and gets your attention, then you hear it again and again, or you see it other places. Like you ever hear like some random weird word, and then all of a sudden you hear it again somewhere, like in a close amount of time. That's what's been happening with me with this sort of concept, and I really wanted to talk about it because I think it's super powerful, and I don't know why I hadn't connected these dots before, but it really makes the work that you have to put in to create a successful business, it kind of puts it into perspective, and it gives you a new viewpoint, and I think a new way to approach it, and a new expectation for reality that makes it easier to do the hard things. And the sort of analogy that I've been hearing all these last 2 weeks over and over and over again, which is crazy. And honestly, maybe I'm just listening to the same guy on different podcasts say the same thing, but either way, it's legit. If you don't know me, I love to work out, like not in a meathead kind of a way. If you're a meathead, that's cool too. I don't care. I'm not judging, but not in a meathead way for me. But it's really it makes me feel good. Honestly, it gives me a tremendous amount of energy. It feels good to sort of like be fit, right? It feels good to be fit, and I just like it. But every time I go into the gym, I am expecting to experience some level of discomfort, and it's self-imposed. I run hard, I lift hard. I do these HIIT workouts, which is high intensity interval training workouts. I do them hard. By the time I'm done, like 45 minutes, I'm tired. The next day, I'm sore. And these are expectations that I have for working out, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the pain. I'm okay with the discomfort. I'm okay with with trying to lift a certain amount of weight, for example, and not being able to do it on a certain day or at all. I'm comfortable with sort of approaching new things and trying new things and failing and trying them again. Whether it be, although I don't do these really anymore, but like box jumps, or anything else that you're afraid of. Some days I go to the gym and I shoot baskets, shoot hoops. I make everything. Some days I go and I don't make anything, and it's just part of the deal. And I'm okay with that. And when I walk out of the gym, I don't feel disappointed. I don't feel like a failure. I don't feel like I've let anybody down. I don't feel bad. It's just part of the process, right? It's part of the deal. It's part of the lifestyle of being someone that goes to the gym. And it's so funny that, when it comes to physical things, when it comes to physical exertion or to doing these things, that we're totally okay with facing this pain, with facing this discomfort, with facing this failure over and over again, because the only way you get better, right, is to push yourself outside of what you can do to the point of failure most of the time, to being sore literally. But when it comes to our business, when it comes to our lives, and doing the things that we know are going to cause discomfort, or doing the things that we know are going to cause pain, or doing the things that have a high likelihood of failure, particularly at the beginning when they're new, we're so against doing those. Like, we're so afraid to step out and do these things. And for me, when I heard that, I just was like, it was just such kind of really an epiphany for me. And I think for me at least, and if you've ever done anything that's hard, you've ever tried to learn an instrument or a new language, any of these things sort of fall into this category where it's going to be hard, but you just press forward anyway. You just have these expectations and you're willing to work through it and do these things. I don't know why we're not willing to do that with our business. Why are we not willing to do that with our law firm? Why are we not willing to do that with a video like this, to step out and face the discomfort and face the pain? Even though it's not literal pain, it's discomfort sometimes. But why are we so afraid of doing this stuff? And I guess what I'm trying to do with the point of this podcast, is specifically this episode, is to get you to really consider changing your frame of reference and changing the way that you approach the things that you do. I can tell you that for me, the last 2 weeks, jumping into this stuff and doing these hard things and putting in this work, even when it's not fun sometimes, and it's not I don't know if there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know if this is going to work. Maybe you guys are going to hate this, but that's okay. I just have to be okay with the process. I have to be willing to sort of sacrifice and put forward and tear that muscle down, in quotation marks, so I can build it back up. I have to just be willing to do that. And I want to really encourage and ask and push you to do the same, in your business right now, whether you're struggling or whether you're doing well, whether it's a new business for you or an old business, wherever you're at in your life, you know, change that perspective and look forward to the discomfort, look forward to the pain. See it as part of the process of growing. See it as part of life, you know, because that's what it's all about. And gosh, I just took that to like some sort of a terrible woo-woo level. I understand, but it's just so true. And so that's just really the point of this episode is to really consider that frame of reference. You know, I talked with this concept with a couple of different people, and for them it really hit home, just like it did for me. And so I wanted to share that. I didn't want to let this rest. I'm glad I got it in early too, because I know that over time, hopefully people go back and listen to all these episodes from the beginning. And this is probably one of the biggest ahas, one of the biggest lessons, one of the biggest things you can implement now and forever that will completely change the direction of your life and the direction of your firm. You know, because by the way, not only does this apply to business, but this applies to everywhere. You know, we have to make hard choices sometimes, and the right choice, by the way, isn't always the easy choice or whatever that may be. But being able to see and just understand and be okay with the fact that it's not always going to be easy, and that's not supposed to be easy, I think can make all the difference. So that's it. I don't want to ramble too long. As always, this is only episode 2. Again, thank you so much. If you want to get in the contest to get my 10 most influential books, which are the 10 books that have influenced me the most, these books are game changers for me, 100%. They are the 10 books that I probably listen to at least once a year, at least. I roll through them again and again. I'm on one of them right now. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but just go leave a review and subscribe, because I know you don't want to miss this stuff. The other thing too is, you know, I'm going to be doing Facebook Lives almost every day. These are going to be quick hitters. If you don't want to miss out on that, go to theunconventionalattorney.com/Facebook. That will like redirect you straight there. You can also just go to Facebook and search for The Unconventional Attorney. It should show up. And the other thing is, one other thing. I'm just giving you so many things to do right now, but I don't care. Instagram. So I sort of like try to really document as much as I can the things that I'm doing on a daily basis. And I do that on Instagram at the Christopher Small. Okay, at the Christopher Small. It's not, I guess it could be The Unconventional Attorney, but I'm not doing that. Just me, because I'm doing my law firm stuff there too. So if you want to see how I sort of interweave my law firm and this consulting, sort of like this coaching kind of stuff, this woo-woo stuff, this business stuff, go there. Okay, you're gonna get some more inspiration from me. Like I said, I talk about things on there that I don't talk about anywhere else. So at the Christopher Small on Instagram, go check that out. And just thank you for being here. If you have feedback, Instagram is also a great place to let me know how you're feeling about this stuff. You know, shoot me a message, tag me in a post. You know, if this makes a difference for you, whatever you're gonna do. So I appreciate you, and I can't wait for the next episode, because, like I said, you guys just have no idea. I hope. By the way, I'm on YouTube too. This is being recorded as a video, so if you want to see my face, go to YouTube. But I hope you can hear my voice. If you're watching, I hope you can see it in my face. I'm so excited about the direction this is going. It's something that this feels right for me, and you know, sort of to just like take down the walls or whatever. I'm just super excited and grateful to be here and to be talking to you about this stuff. So that's it. Have a great night. See ya.